In 1692, the quiet village of Salem, Massachusetts, became the center of a deadly hysteria. Fear of witchcraft spread like wildfire, igniting accusations that would lead to one of the most infamous chapters in American history, the Salem witch trials. In the span of just a few months, dozens of men and women were accused of practicing witchcraft, many of them facing execution for crimes they didn't commit. It all began in January 1692, when a group of young girls in Salem began to exhibit strange, unexplainable behavior. They screamed, convulsed, and claimed to be under the influence of witches. Under intense pressure, the girls named names, accusing several women in the village of witchcraft. The accusations would soon spiral out of control. As the accusations grew, the Salem court was flooded with cases. Neighbors turned against neighbors, and even family members testified against one another. The courtroom became a stage for paranoia where fear outweighed reason. The court relied heavily on so-called spectral evidence, testimony from accusers who claimed they could see the spirits of witches tormenting them. This type of evidence, impossible to disprove, sealed the fates of many. Between June and September of 1692, 19 men and women were hanged for witchcraft, and one man was pressed to death under heavy stones. The accused were often pillars of the community, people who had lived in Salem for years, now condemned by fear and superstition. These executions left a permanent scar on the village as the accused went to their deaths, proclaiming their innocence. By the end of 1692, the hysteria had subsided. As cooler heads prevailed, the court recognized its grave mistakes. Years later, those who were wrongly convicted were formally exonerated, but the damage had already been done. The Salem witch trials remain a haunting reminder of what fear and suspicion can do to a community. Today, the trials are a symbol of the dangers of mass hysteria and injustice, lessons that echo throughout history unseen.